My name is Rick Haskell, and I'd like to welcome you to the Bill and Vieve Gore School of Business's Business Certificate Series. This course is the Introduction to Finance course offered through the Westminster Center for Financial Wellness. We'd like to spend a few moments today talking about the course goals, allow you to meet the instructors of the course, look through the course structure, and then talk about how you'll go ahead and receive the Bill and Vieve Gore School of Business's Introduction to Finance certificate. So let's start discussing the course goals and objectives. First, we'd like to help you become familiar with the language of business. This is in stark contrast to trying to turn you into a financier or a finance professional. We'd like to help you understand the use of accounting data to measure performance, help you understand the difference between incomes, profits, and cash flows and why they're different, why they're important. We'd like to help you learn how to calculate the time value of money. This becomes useful when you're doing things trying to calculate how much it might take to pay for a loan you would like to take out, or perhaps what an interest rate is, or how much money you've built up into a savings account over a period of time. We'd like to help you think about how you go about forecasting a firm's revenues, expenses, profits, and cash flows. And finally, we'd like to help you understand how to use financial statements in managing a business. You'll note that financial statements were the key and the central point to the Introduction to Accounting course. So this course picks up where the Introduction to Accounting course leaves off. Well, let's meet the instructors, of which I'm one. My name is Richard Haskell, and I'm the Associate Professor of Finance at the Bill and Vieve Gore School of Business at Westminster College, where I'm also the Director for the Center for Financial Wellness. This course has been prepared not only by myself, but by students in finance, accounting, and in their MBA program here at Westminster. You'll be introduced to Reed Neal from Meridian, Mississippi, Justice and Skylar Chellender. Yes, they do look rather alike, they're twins. From Boise, Idaho, both having majored in finance, and graduating in 2020, and going into their MBA programs also here at Westminster, graduating this year, 2022. Bailey Prince from Tooele, Utah, Zach Douglas from Canterbury, Connecticut, and Django Clark from Chico, California. We think you'll appreciate their efforts. So now let's take a look at the course structure. In this course, essentially, you will watch a series of videos, then you'll take some quizzes. You want to note that the course is a non-matriculated course. All that means is that you're not receiving college credit for this course. You didn't have to apply to college to take the course, and you're not expected to go through the rigor that's expected in a normal college course. This is a certificate course. It's non-matriculated. It doesn't have the cost associated with it that a typical higher education course might, nor is it nearly as challenging. It's designed to introduce you to some things. It is not designed to make you a finance professional. The course is asynchronous, which means you're able to participate in it online at any time. It's self-paced, so you're able to go through it at your own pace. Many students will be able to pick up this course and over a weekend complete it. Others might take a little bit of time here and there over a period of months. And it's autonomous with some limited exception. And all that means is you don't necessarily interact with a faculty member or have to turn in assignments that go elsewhere to be graded. Everything is taken care of from inside of this content management system. You will see later in the introduction that you're welcome to contact me or others with respect to the course for any help that you might. This course is prepared in Canvas, the content management system that we use here at Westminster College. The course is structured into separate modules. We open with the course introduction, which we're in now, of course, and then we'll move to Module 1 on understanding cash flows. After Module 1, we'll move to Module 2, Module 3, and so on. Each module begins with a module description. In this case, here's the description of understanding cash flow. We give you some text to help you understand what it is we're going to cover inside of the module, and then some objectives that we're hoping we'll be able to achieve with you inside the module, and then give you a sense of some of the things you'll do as you go through these objectives. The first part of this particular module is on depreciation and amortization. Once again, we have some objectives, things we hope that you'll accomplish in this part of the module. And then you'll be given, in this case, a video to watch. You'll be given the PowerPoint slides that back up that video, and then a brief quiz on depreciation and amortization. Some of the parts of the modules have more than one video. Here we have the part on free cash flow, where, as you would expect, a series of objectives, but now there are two different videos that you'll go through. In most cases, when there are two videos, the first video is describing or introducing the concept to you, and the second video gives you a series of what we call walkthrough examples, where you'll go through and see some numbers and see how those concepts are applied. When we give you walkthrough examples, we not only give you the PowerPoint that underlays the module, but we also give you an Excel file that shows you what we've done and how we've used those numbers before moving you on to a quiz. This quiz is on depreciation and amortization, and this is only 2 out of what are probably 10 or 14 questions you might have in any given quiz. But you'll notice that there are either true, false, or multiple choice in almost every case. A couple of words about the quizzes. The quizzes in the course are scored, so as you go through the quiz, you'll see a score for what you got wrong and what you got right, of course, but the scores do not accumulate and affect a final score for the course or a grade. They're intended to be part of the learning process. They're not tests. In fact, you're able to take a quiz as many times as you might like, and the system is going to record the highest score you receive on the attempts you have at the quiz. If you take the quiz once and receive 90%, you might feel as though you're good to go. If you take the quiz once and only receive 30%, it's probably a good idea to take the quiz again, possibly even go back and review elements in the module. You can take the quiz as many times as you like. It's part of the learning experience. In fact, you should take the quiz as many times as is necessary to earn at least a 70% on it. In order to earn the Introduction to Finance certificate, you must have a high score of at least 70% on each of the quizzes in the course. The 70%, again, will not affect a grade because this is not a course you're taking for a grade or college credit, but you must earn at least 70% in order to receive the certificate. Well, let's take a look at what happens after you've completed all of the modules and all of the quizzes. You'll participate in a review problem. A review problem is a problem set in which you're given an opportunity to look at the different elements on the course and come up with solutions based upon them. Here is a Canadice Lake Technologies financial statements problem set. You don't need to worry about the details in this. You'll see this again if it becomes important. In these, you're given information with respect to a company. In this case, Canadice Lake Technologies. And you may be given some financial information. You'll even be given perhaps some additional detail about the company that can be found in the transactions and maybe outside of them. And from this information and what you reviewed and learned in the course, you'll be able to provide some outcomes. In this case, with this information, you'd be asked to put together a set of financial statements. You may have already seen this if you took the Introduction to Accounting certificate course first. The review problems are not timed. You can take as long as you want on them. You have one attempt to complete the review problem, and you must earn a passing score of 70% or higher on the review problem in order to receive the Introduction to Finance certificate. Solutions to the review problems are submitted in the assignments drop box in the content management system. Now, you'll submit this as an MS Word document, and when you go into the assignment, you'll actually see that you're given an MS Word document with all of the information. Answer your questions in it, and then go ahead and save it and submit that to the problem. If you need to show any calculations, or you need to show anything that you may have done in Excel, or you may need to show any pictures or graphics, which sometimes might be the case, then you can go ahead and simply attach those to the file, embed them in the file through copy and paste perhaps, and then save that and submit that in the content management system. Once you've done that, you'll receive the Bill and Vieve Gore School of Business's Introduction to Finance certificate. There's even an assignment in the content management system that allows you to go ahead and submit for that certificate. And the certificate will include your name, of course, and will include the signatures of Dax Jacobson and myself, Professor Jacobson being the Dean of the Gore School of Business. Even though this is an autonomous course and it's asynchronous, and virtually everything you need for it should be able to be found within the course itself, you still have access to me as your faculty member at any point in time. Feel free to email me at rhaskell@westminstercollege.edu, or you're welcome to call my phone, and this is my office number, but my office number rings to my cell phone when I'm not in the office. I think you'll appreciate what you learn in this course. This is not a course to make you a finance professional. It's not a course to give you college credit. This is a course to help you learn the language of finance. My name is Rick Haskell, and I'd like to thank you for watching this video as part of the Bill and Vieve Gore School of Business's Business Certificate Series. I'm a finance professor in the business school, where I'm also the director for the college's Center for Financial Wellness. The Business Certificate Series is offered through the Center as part of our outreach through the Gore School of Business. You can follow us on social media through Westminster's Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, or Facebook pages. You can use the QR codes provided or simply go to these websites. Thank you.